Hey, you guys. Okay, so I was reading my prayer book earlier, and it was talking about faith, having faith to step out in boldness. And it was going through the book of Joshua, Joshua chapter 3, and it's talking about when the Israelites were having to cross the Jordan. And I feel like basically this was the last step before the Israelites had to cross into the promised land, right? And so what was happening was that, okay, let me just read it. Okay, so it says, it starts in Joshua. I'm just going to start in Joshua 5. And it says, Joshua told the people, consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things. Joshua said to the priests, take up the ark of the covenant and pass on ahead of the people. So they took it up and went ahead of the people. Verse 7, and the Lord said to Joshua, today I will begin to exalt you in the eyes of Israel, so that they may know that I am with you, as I was with Moses. Tell the priests who carry the ark and the covenant, when you reach the edge of the Jordan's waters, go and stand in the river. Okay, so this is the part where faith and boldness comes into play, right? Because like I said, this was the time that they were about to cross over into the promised land, right? This was I feel like the I don't know, the final event, like the final test before they got to cross over to the promised land, right? But what I want to point out is that they had to move in faith, right? And who had to move in faith? The priests, right? So the priests had to be the leaders, and as a leader you're always called to move in faith, and sometimes you have to move in bold faith. There was this whole river of water, and basically God was like, have them go in the water first before everybody else. And sometimes God calls you to step out into boldness before everybody else, before anybody else, before everybody else even recognizes what you're doing or understands what you're doing or cares about what you're doing. And this was really a message for me today, but I just want to share it with you all because it was so good that sometimes we just have to step out in boldness. We have to step out in faith, no matter what it looks like to other people, no matter what it sounds like to other people. We got to be like Noah. We got to go build a boat and look crazy until the water comes. We got to go, we got to go store up food until the famine comes and look crazy until everybody's like, oh my gosh, why are you storing up all this food? Why are you setting up for all this stuff? Okay, because a famine is coming, people. That's why. Sometimes you just have to step out in that bold faith. And the book of Joshua is one of my favorites because the Lord has used it to teach me about leadership and about being bold and about knowing that God is with you in your boldness. He's the one who told the priest to go step out into the water. That's good. Okay, because another part of being bold is listening to what God tells you to do, right? Not just going out on your own accord doing whatever you feel like, but listening to what God tells you to do, then understanding that he's with you, which is why you have the boldness to step out, knowing that, like he says in Joshua, he will never leave you nor forsake you. All right, so amen.